Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona and today's reading is What Do Men Secretly Think About You? And I have 3 piles for you. The links will be in the description box with all kinds of other information, including the instructions on how to enter a giveaway. If you would like a personal and private reading, I do offer those. I have an Etsy store. And if you would like to make a donation to my channel, I have Cash App and PayPal. Just please include your email address so I could thank you personally. If you don't want to hand out your email address, that's okay too, but I would like to thank you personally. And let's see, we will have the links to this. And if you would like to contact me, my email address is there. And if you would like, if there's a reading on my Etsy shop that you would like but is not there, you can send me an email and we can talk about it. So I'm going to introduce the piles and get into your reading. Pile 1 from the Self-Care Oracle is card number 37, Music. Pile 2 is card 24, Flow Like Water. And pile 3 is card number 22, Energy Work. So go ahead and choose your pile or piles and we'll get into your reading. If you chose the Self-Care Oracle card number 37, Music. And this reading is, What Do Men Secretly Think About You? I'm going to introduce the cards and get into your reading. From the Muse Tarot, we have the 4 of Emotions. Trying to get it into the camera best I can. Then we have the 10 of Inspiration, or the 10 of Wands. So that's the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Next, we have the 5 of Voices, which is the 5 of Swords. And then we have the 4 of Inspiration, or the 4 of Wands. From the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the 5 of Swords again. Interesting. And then the 5 of Cups, or the 5 of Chalices. Then we have the Hermit. And the 3 of Wands. From the Wisdom and the Oracle, we have card number 2, Yin. And Feelings from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Freya, Phases and Cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. And then we have card number 26, True Love Come to Me. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. And finally we have, from the Universal Love Oracle deck, Spiritual Growth. So, this is an interesting reading. I don't know why I'm laughing. First, with this card, what do men secretly think about you? They either think you can sing, or you can dance, or you just move well, you're very melodic, maybe your voice is very melodic, but there's something about you that seems to move with ease and grace and rhythmically. Maybe you walk rhythmically, maybe that's something like they like, but there's something musical about your presence and your energy. And if you happen to play music or sing or play an instrument or anything, they definitely enjoy that about you. But it's interesting, my cat is getting in the way, sorry. With the, you have the 4 of emotions you start out with. And so I think men kind of see you as like reclusive, like you're really not interested, you're kind of bored. They don't really see you paying any attention to them at all. It's just like, I'm not interested. Whether you're interested or not, that's what's coming across, that you are not interested in them. And they feel like you have, with the 10 of inspiration, they feel like you have a lot of your own shiz going on, that you're really busy, you have a lot to do. You may, have work and finances, maybe you have family, children, or whatever. They just feel like you're doing a lot and like you don't have time for them, like you are not interested in them, and like they just don't really feel like they can get your attention. That's kind of why I was laughing, because it's like they see you as not giving a two shiz about looking their way. It's like you kind of have blinders on and you're going about your business, getting your stuff done. It just seems like you have a lot to do. Then we have the 5 of Swords, and we have that twice. I don't know if you have the RBF or not, or often they just feel as though you're adverse to them. They feel as though they don't want to mess with you. They fear conflict with you. Particularly if you've had any conflict with anyone, they want to steer clear. You may have had some choice words for a couple of men. So there is a bit of intimidation here. They're intimidated by you. And we also have 3 5s. So I do feel also that men do sense and see that you're going through a lot of changes in healing, that you probably need some healing. Whether maybe it's just that you have so much to do and so many burdens that it may get you down sometimes. I think they kind of pick up that you feel maybe somewhat sad or something. And so like, they really feel like you're withdrawn. This doesn't sound like you at all. Like at all. Maybe you want to pick another pile. Because this is very specific energy. And like with the Hermit, they feel like you want to be on your own, to yourself. Like you're on your own journey, you're paying attention to yourself, you're not really paying attention to men. We do have Taurus energy here. So it's like you're about your business, you're about your finances, you're about your own spiritual journey, your own life, and your own spiritual growth here. We have the Hermit and spiritual growth. So I do feel, and with the 3 of Wands, it's like this, you do have some spiritual expansion going on. And this may just be, part of a phase of your life at this point where it feels like you have like really withdrawn to heal and to nurture yourself and to nourish yourself and to be on the receiving end and to just feel good about who you are and to expand your own life and to expand yourself spiritually, because maybe you've experienced some negative stuff in the past and really need this time to heal. And I think there's an energetic boundary around you that men sense with you. Now, then we have, interestingly, the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Wands, we have true love come to me, feelings, yin, which is very feminine, very feelings oriented. I often feel like Ace of Cups energy with that. And this is like her wings like make kind of a heart, and she's all beautiful and sexy and all that stuff. So whether you're masculine or feminine, men feel as though, or the masculine energies, however you want to do it, they feel as though you are a very attractive person, whether they are attracted to your gender or not. You know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, they can acknowledge and recognize whether this would be a platonic interest or a romantic interest. But obviously, if they're a romantic interest, they do find you extremely attractive. There's like, you have an alluring presence about you. Also with the moon, it feels like with these cards down here, especially, we also have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. So they see you as a very feeling and emotional person. Like you have a lot of emotions here. And there's a lot of water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And there is this feeling, maybe you do like spend time with your friends, maybe you're in a friend group, and in that sense, like men don't want to approach you or encroach on your space. Like I said, it feels like there's energetic boundaries with you that people, men specifically, we're asking about feel. A lot of these ladies here have really long hair. So you may have really long hair, or something else stands out about your hair. All these ladies are also facing forward. They have nice face shapes, very lovely features, very symmetrical. And I think men find that attractive. Feeling like some people may feel like girl next door energy. Some masculines may feel like sister energy and sister brother type of energy, because this feels like very familiar energy. So they feel like you're familiar and they don't want to cross your boundaries because it feels like you have very firm energetic boundaries. But they also see that within, that you're a very feeling and emotional person, and that may be why you have those boundaries. And there are masculine energies that see you as a true love. True love, come to me. Maybe also they get that they have to meet certain standards in order to be in your presence. And they have to offer you respect and, yeah, adhere to your boundaries and be whoever it is. Any masculine energy, I'm sure feminine energies too, but they do pick up that you're very protective of your energy because you do feel very empathic, and I think they know that. And that could be also why you need time on your own. But I do feel like now, because this also says phases and cycles, you are going through a time of exceptional spiritual growth. And you could be waiting for the right person, or maybe just even fine on your own at this point. And I feel like masculines feel that way. Even though you may be very sensitive here, pick up on others' emotions and stuff like that, you are a bit guarded, which is fine. you need to protect your energy, that's what you need to do, you know. And this lady has the moon behind her head, and she has the moon behind her head. You could have Cancer in your chart strong, or somewhere in your chart strongly. Yeah, and with the Four of Wands, you know, the fourth house, home and family. Oriented, very emotional, spiritual, psychic, receptive. And I feel like they just perceive you as doing your own thing and living your own life. I think masculine or feminine, they really like your back. Your back and your arms, your like shape. Your shape from the front as well. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that inspired, encouraged you, gave you some insight. And if that resonated with you, please like and comment with, I see a lot of the same things. Something pink. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And let's see what else. Oh, if you'd like personal private reading with me, you can take a look at my Etsy shop. That information is in the description box, along with my email address if you would like to contact me about reading. Have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Or pile 2. I think I mixed up pile 2 and 3. So hopefully you can figure which pile you chose, because we do have the cards as well. So sorry about that. And this is your reading. If you chose this card number 24, Flow Like Water. And this is from the Self-Care Oracle. And this reading is, what do men secretly think about you? And I'm going to introduce your cards and get into your reading. From the Muse Tarot, we have the Empress. Then we have the World Cosmos, which is the world. And we have the Eight of Voices, or the Eight of Swords. Next, we have the Knight of Inspiration, or the Knight of Wands. And we have the Eight of Cups, Eight of Chalices, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. Next, we have the Five of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Quite a few wands here. From the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have card number 38, To Be Fair. Then we have Solitude from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. Once you embrace the inner divine in your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. From the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 19, Inspiration. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. And finally, we have Embrace. All right. What do men secretly think about you? Can we see all of them? Most of them, mostly, yes, I think so. Okay. Some of you might be 24 years old. I also have 38 here, or the date the 24th or the 21st could be significant for you. And we have Taurus energy, and we did have a lot of wands, which, you know, is fire energy. So I'm seeing, since we have the Knight of Inspiration, I'll say Sagittarius and Libra. So yeah, look out for that. And here, card number 24, flow with like water. If you have a hip tattoo, men secretly adore that. Also, they feel like if they've seen you in water, or seen you go swimming or sunbathing or anything like that, they think you look good in a bikini and a swimsuit. Or they think you would if they haven't. And they feel like you're an exceptionally deep person. Someone who is not afraid to go deeply into their emotions. Like way down deep. And with this clamshell here, I'm thinking they're masculines. If you're a feminine that really enjoy your private. Okay. And if you're a man, they're quite aware of your proclivity for liking private, or you have a nice one, or something like that. Like, they may not say it to you, but they think it. You have good stuff down there, let's just say that. Okay, all right. That's just a message coming out. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything. But, I mean, first card coming out, the Empress. I mean, what can we say? The Empress is the divine feminine energy. She's all about growth and abundance. She's mother energy. She's divine mother, divine wife. She is someone who has grown spiritually, physically. She dresses well. She takes care of herself well. She's just got it all. She has like a freaking solar system within her, and like her heart is the sun. And yeah, they see you as having it all, because then you have the world next to that. So you have the world here, and I think that's supposed to represent Earth, both of these. So you have it here as well. It's like you got the whole world. I feel to some extent people think you take on the burden of the world. Men feel so like you do. Like she has a whole world like on her head and the world on her mind. And she has the world within her. And she shines her light on the worlds. You might be a starseed. I feel like they also think you're very exciting. Some of them might, maybe you're a person who, because Knight of Inspiration is that person who wants to kind of have a good time. Is not very much interested in commitment, and which is interesting, comparative to the Empress. But they definitely think you're a really good time. But even though you have the Empress energy, there's an energy about you, and maybe this could be to. Maybe if you're in a relationship, this could be like men who feel like they would like to hook up with you, or even if you're single, that there's a lot of attraction towards you sexually from the masculine energy, because we also have the Ace of Wands, which is a very phallic energy with the Knight of Inspiration. But it seems like you hold back. They feel like you hold back. They feel like you're a little freaky, and you're sexy and there's someone you want to get with. And obviously the people who are attracted to you that way, but they feel like you hold back, like you hold yourself back from that, and you'll walk away from them. And they also feel there's a lot of competition for you with that Five of Wands. Like there's probably a lot of people who would feel this way about you. Yeah, and there is a lot of fire here. A lot of fire. So I think there's a lot of passionate energy that people get from you. Very passionate. Men feel as though you are relationship oriented, which is interesting. There's like a little bit of a duality, so there may be different people. It depends on the masculine energy that you ask. And I do think masculines really look at you, watch you, may check you out, may check out your social media. Maybe you are on social media with the Empress in the world. Like, maybe you have a good presence on there, and so they're definitely checking you out. And they're very passionate towards you. I also feel like people think you're masculine energies, think you're releasing something. Maybe you're releasing an old energy, or you're walking away from someone. Something, you could be getting a divorce, or ending even a job, employment, ending a friendship. It kind of feels like something is ending that you're just walking away from. Maybe there was too much conflict in something and you're just leaving it behind now. And with solitude, I feel that you have, let's see, it says, once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Yeah, they don't feel as though you force or chase anything. You allow it to come to you. You seem to be, they also feel as though you are spiritually awakened. We have the third eye awakened. We have the snake, for I'm feeling Kundalini energy with transcendence. Rise up, it says, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So now you have dance with the universe. She has like the universe within her, and this is the world cosmos. So there's some kind of a universal, there's a grand energy about you that people see. And men feel as though that you are in alignment. You're fair, you're truthful, you're honest. You live your life in a balanced way. There are two sides to you here. We have this youthful, energetic, excited energy. We have this Empress energy with the universe within you. Well, there's more than two sides. And then we have this transcendent, spiritual energy with connection to guides and to your third eye and that Kundalini rising and awakened, or whatever word you say to that. And with the fireworks, I'm thinking of a firework actually. You're a firework by what's her name? I know her name. She has dark hair. Firework. I think that's a song for you to look up the lyrics. Yeah. And I feel that the masculine energy feels like you give really good hugs. You're very intimate and deep when it comes to relationships. That, yeah, there's a lot of hugging here. And it's like, it feels like they're more interested than you are. But I feel like you're comforting and healing to the masculine energy. Even in friendships, you are respected in business, but I feel like they're also attracted to you, whether or not they express that. I'm hearing princess. Some of them see you as a princess, see you in a royal sense, in that regal, elite type of way, someone who just holds themselves very well. I feel that the masculine energy also feels safe with you. They feel safe and secure. And let's see if there's anything else. Daisies might be significant. Yellow moths. Egyptian symbolism. I think some people would like to see you pregnant or get you pregnant, or get pregnant by you if you're masculine. People like your butt, especially as a feminine, or masculine. Masculine, especially like arms, chest. They feel like you can hold them very strong, that you're very strong, and have very strong legs as well. All right, so I think that's about all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. And that's a daffodil. There's daisies here, and there's daffodils as well. So put a daisy or a daffodil in the comments and like this video if it resonated with you. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you'd like a personal and private reading with me, please be sure to check out my Etsy shop, because I do have that 20% off discount right now until January 1st, 2022. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste. Reading, if you chose this card number 22, Energy Work, from the Self-Care Oracle. And this reading is, what do men secretly think about you? And I'm going to introduce your cards and get into your reading. From the Muse Tarot, we have the Strength card. And the Ace of Voices, or the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands. Then we have the Nine of Voices. Nine of Swords. From the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the Knight of Swords. And the Ace of Chalices, or the Ace of Cups. It's interesting, it's right under the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. From the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have card number 5, Orphaned. And from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Self-Acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. And from the Keepers of Light Oracle, we have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See light in the world. From the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 41, Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Some of you could be 41 years old. Also, that's another 5. We have 2 5s here. And then from the Universal Love Oracle deck, we have Answered Prayer. All right. So what do men secretly think about you? First, with this card, energy work. I feel like your energy is very pronounced because it feels like you are very much in alignment within your chakras, within your energy body. And so the energy you give off is someone who has their stuff together. Physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You know how to deal with people. You know how to take care of finances, take care of the physical world, take care of yourself. You know how to love others and yourself in a balanced way, that you are just on top of it, and your energy is very clear and flowing and in alignment. And it looks like you're someone who just has all their ducks in a row. You know, that you're just in alignment, you have your stuff together. Also, men secretly think, I don't know how secretly this one, but that you are a very strong person. There is Leo energy here, big time. With this Strength card, they feel like you have mastered yourself and have been able to create an inner landscape where you're able to use your talents and skills as well as your shadow side to your benefit. It's like with this big lion here, and she's riding on the lion, the king of the jungle. She has made the most powerful being in the jungle her friend and her ally, because she's riding on him. And they see you as being able to tame that wild beast and use it for your benefit. An extremely strong person. Lion might be your spirit animal for some of you. All right, and that's Leo energy. So I feel like you're very fiery, carefree. You do have an aspect that's carefree. Now you have a balance of being carefree and being responsible. There's another thing here. I feel like men see you as having a very active mind. You do have the Ace of Voices and the 9 of Voices. They may think that you overthink things. In some situation, they may feel like you talk a lot. Because we have the Ace of Voices with the 8 of Inspiration, and the 8 of Inspiration is a lot about communication. And so there's a lot of communication. And the 9 of Voices has a lot to do with overthinking. It also has to do with anxiety. So it's a lot of mind activity, and there's a lot of conversation. So they may feel as though you have a lot on your mind, you talk a lot. I do feel like they like to listen to you because they could tell that you're a very intelligent person. Because I'm getting a lot of blue. And also with the Ace of Voices and the Nine of Voices. I'm feeling Swords energy as well as this blue energy here. So we have a lot of blues. I don't know if I had this as the third pile. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know which one I did. Okay. Okay, we'll just keep going with it. I think this was the third pile. Anyhow, they feel like you're a very strong communicator and you're a very good listener as well with all of this blue energy. Because that's your throat chakra is all about communication. It's about listening. It's about speaking your truth. It's like you do speak your truth. You speak your mind. They feel like you speak your mind. And with the Eight of Inspiration, that's also Cupid's arrows. One interpretation is Cupid's arrows. So when people see you, they could feel like Cupid's arrows hit them, like they're that love at first sight feeling. Because you also have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, which I feel that, generally speaking, it seems like you are easy to fall in love with. But this is but in a good way. You have such standards because of the person you are that you need someone to be on your same wavelength of reciprocal energy, because it is the Ten of Pentacles. People do see themselves as being able to have it all with you, but they also, men, or just see that you have it all. If they're looking at you from a from a platonic standpoint, they feel like you have your stuff all together, that you're financially stable, that you've built and are building your empire. They also feel like you really care for yourself. You have self-acceptance. And then with the card of self-love, Ace of Cups is often about self-love. So it feels like they see you as being very confident. Confident in your voice, confident in yourself. And with the Strength card, that also screams confidence. Also, we have a lot of rainbow energy. We have rainbow in her wings. We have rainbow in her hair. And then we have the rainbow in the chakras. So very well balanced and aligned. And your energy is very colorful. I feel like your aura radiates a lot of different colors, but it's big on the blue. Just an FYI. Like, she has a blue, like, robe on here too, which I haven't really seen before. No. Excuse me. Yeah, they think you're very, very wise and insightful. Yeah, you have, there is Swords energy, so Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And with all of this communication, I feel very strong Gemini and Leo. Yeah, I do feel like they think you really have it all. And when it comes to business too, that you're a great business partner, you're someone wonderful to collaborate with, that I do feel like men sometimes may want to try to dominate you, to assert their authority, their masculinity. Let's say masculinity. Let's look at that card. How he has her. He could be into BDSM too. Who knows? But if not, they would like to assert their authority because of your great power. And these would be more toxic masculines. You know what I'm saying? That would want to exert their power over you since you are so powerful. So they feel intimidated by the thing that is so powerful about you. So some masculines may have wanted to suppress that energy within you, but I don't feel it worked. Excuse me. And you may have felt very alone in your life, like very alone and isolated. Maybe at some point you felt like you've said the words, nobody loves me. Or maybe there is a parent or something that wasn't there, or someone specific that wasn't there, or you lost someone that caused you grief. Is there something here about grief and loss and feeling alone? So I do think that there are people that can sense that about you. And maybe you do have anxiety with a masculine energy because of that, possibly, for some of you, or quite a few of you, maybe half or more, I don't know. And also we have answered prayer here. So I do feel people think that, men secretly think that if you're a prayer, if you're spiritual, that God actually answers your prayers, and that you are an answered prayer. And I feel like you hold the heart of many. And I'm hearing that you're prettier or more handsome than you think you are. Because, like, yeah, that's just what I was hearing. And I also feel like men feel as though you're a very creative energy, that you're imaginative, that, you know, you could be artistic, into the arts, into stuff like that in some way. Even if your art is, say, cooking or decorating or something, like you're very artistic. That could be having to do with this rainbow too. You have an artistic expression some way. And that's something they really like about you. You have both a yellow and a blue butterfly. So I think that you've worked hard to develop these traits and qualities about you, and men see that. Once again, they feel like you're a good person. Some of you may be somewhat religious or raised religious or something like that. And you have answered prayer and faith. And what that's making me think of is faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. So this is all about manifestation as well. It's like believing you receive it and you will have it. And you get into the vibration that you have it. And then it comes to you. You attract it. And that's where the answered prayer comes in. They also feel like you are light in the world as well as seeing light in the world. Like you have vision, like very keen vision. Maybe that also is saying, I feel like look up the meaning of blue roses for some reason. Well, there's blue roses right here, and I just feel like that's meaningful in some way. Yeah, I don't know the symbol of blue roses, blue or indigo. Oh, and I'm thinking Elizabeth, the name Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist. Maybe you can have a kid named John or someone in your life named John or Elizabeth. No, there's common names, but that's just what came up there. And she was pregnant. I don't know if some of you might actually be pregnant. If that's something you want. Or also, men could perceive you as a mother type with this humanity and benevolence energy here. And there's also this, on her belly, she has that blue butterfly. All right, so that's about all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that inspired and encouraged you, give you some insight. If you like this reading, please like and comment with if they have any blue roses, or just a rose, or a blue flower of some sort. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can visit my Etsy shop with 20% off right now until January 1st, 2022. And if there's not a reading there that you'd be interested in, if you're interested in something else, you can send me an email. That's in the description box as well. So I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste.